Imagine for a second. What would you do if you woke up every morning to find a real, solid golden egg waiting for you? It sounds like a dream, right? What would you do if you owned the most magical goose in the world? Well, believe it or not, one lucky farmer had exactly that. But what happened next might just shock you. This isn't just a story. It's a powerful lesson that's more relevant today than ever before. So, stick with me as we uncover the tale of the goose that laid the golden eggs. Our story begins with a humble, hardworking farmer. Life wasn't easy for him. He worked from sunrise to sunset, but he and his wife still struggled to make ends meet. They had a small farm with a few animals, including a flock of geese. To them, these geese were just ordinary birds, a simple part of their tough, everyday life. They had no idea that a miracle was about to happen, one that would change their lives forever. One morning, as the farmer went to collect the eggs from the goose pen, he noticed something strange. One of the eggs felt unusually heavy, and it wasn't white like the others. It was gleaming. He picked it up and couldn't believe his eyes. It was a solid gold egg. At first, he thought it was a trick, maybe a painted rock, but after taking it to a jeweler, his suspicions were confirmed. This was pure, solid gold. The farmer was ecstatic. This single egg was worth more money than he had earned in a whole year. And the next morning, it happened again. Another golden egg. And the morning after that, another. Every single day, without fail, the magical goose laid one perfect, solid golden egg. The farmer's life began to transform almost overnight. He sold the eggs and quickly became one of the richest men in the region. He and his wife moved from their small, simple cottage into a grand mansion. They replaced their old, worn-out clothes with the finest silks and fabrics. They threw lavish parties and bought anything and everything their hearts desired. They were living a life of luxury they could have never imagined. But as the farmer's wealth grew, something else began to grow inside him. Greed. He was no longer the humble, grateful man he once was. He became impatient. One golden egg a day, which once felt like a miracle, now felt too slow. He started thinking to himself, why just one egg a day? This goose must be full of gold. If she can lay one egg every morning, imagine how many golden eggs are inside her right now. I could be the richest man in the entire world, instantly. This single thought began to consume him. The desire for more, for all of it right now, became an obsession. He couldn't stand the thought of waiting day after day for his fortune to trickle in. Blinded by his greed, he made a terrible, irreversible decision. He decided he would kill the goose. He convinced himself that by cutting her open, he would find a mountain of gold, a treasure trove of golden eggs all at once. He grabbed a knife and, without a second thought for the magical creature that had given him everything, he carried out his dreadful plan. He cut open the goose, his heart pounding with anticipation, expecting to see a dazzling pile of gold. But what he found was nothing. Absolutely nothing. There were no golden eggs, no treasure, no endless supply of wealth. Inside, she was just an ordinary goose, exactly the same as any other goose on his farm. The magic was gone. The farmer stood there, stunned, staring at the lifeless bird. The terrible reality of what he had done washed over him like a cold wave. In his greedy rush to get everything at once, he had lost it all. He had not only failed to get the mountain of gold he dreamed of, but he had also destroyed the one and only source of his wealth. The daily golden eggs stopped forever. His fortune eventually ran out, and he ended up poorer and more miserable than he was at the very beginning, haunted by the memory of his foolishness. This story teaches us a timeless and powerful lesson. Greed can destroy the very blessings you already have. The farmer had a consistent, reliable source of wealth, but his desire for more, faster, led him to ruin it completely. It's a reminder to be patient, to be grateful for what we have, and not to let the obsessive desire for more make us lose sight of what truly matters. In our own lives, that golden goose could be a stable job, a loving relationship, or a unique talent. Nurture your golden goose, don't kill it. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more tailies with timeless wisdom. See you in the next one.